Good morning students. Last lectures we have learned how to create a relationship in database. So what is relationship? The relationship links data from individual table to increase the usefulness of the database. A relationship in the context of database is a situation that exists between two relational database table, and when one table has a foreign key that is used as a reference to the primary key of the other table. For example, the last lectures we have taken two table, that is employee and the another table employee ID. So employee has a primary key called the employee ID, and another table called employee detail has a foreign key, and which reference says employee ID in order to uniquely identify the relations between the two tables. And I have taught you how to create a relationship, that is one-to-one relationship. There are three type of relationship in the base. The first one is one-to-one, second is one-to-many, and many-to-many. So last lectures we have learned one-to-one relationship. In this relationship we have learned one record in a table is associated with the one and only one record in another table, and the example is given to you in a company database. So each employee has only one person ID, and each passport ID is assigned to only one person. So we have taken these two table. In this two table, the one employee has only one person ID, and the each passport ID is assigned to only one person. Here person ID and the passport ID we have taken here, passport number and the name and the email ID of the person. Today in these lectures we are going to learn one to many or many to one. One to many or many to one. The name is suggesting here more than one. So in this is the most common relationship type. In this type of relationship, a row in a table city can have many matching row in a table customer, but a row in a table customer can have only one matching row in a table city. For example, one to many relationship can also be viewed as a many to one relationship depending on which way you look at it. In this example, the customer table means this table, customer table is the many and the city table is the one. So each customer can only be assigned one city. Each customer can only be assigned one city. One city can be assigned to many customer. One city can be assigned to many customers. So that's why it is called one to many or many to one. So here is the relationship is given to the customer to the different cities. Means one city can be assigned to the many customers. Means customer can have many cities. In the cities table is the one. So each customer can only be assigned one city. So that's why it is called one to many relationship. Then next, many to many. A many to many relationship occur when multiple record in a table are associated with a multiple record in another table. Means both the tables have more than one record. So that is called many to many relationship. It occur when multiple record in a table are associated with the multiple record in another table. Now multiple record in a table product are linked to multiple record in a table supply. Now here this table is called product table, and here supplier table is there. So in the product table, product ID, description, price and supplier, like these fields are there. In the supplier table, supplier ID, description, address and telephone numbers, these fields are there. But which is the common field is here? Description. So description is the common field is there. Whenever you can do the relationship on the table, you need one common field. If one common field is not there in the both the table, you are not able to create a relationship. So here description field is there in both the tables, so you can create a relationship. But here in this, both the tables have many record. So multiple record in a tables are associated with the multiple record in another table. So that's why it is called the many to many. Before that, what we are seeing here, one to many means in one table one record is assigned to the another table, but another table many records are assigned to the customer. So in this customer many city can assign, but one city can be assigned to the customer. So that's why it is called one to many relationship. Now we are going to learn introduction to SQL. What is SQL? SQL stands for structured query language. SQL stands for structured query language, which is a computer language for storing, manipulating and retrieving data. Retrieving data means whenever you need the information or you want to see the data, that data should come out. That is called retrieving data stored in a relationship database. So structured query language is the standard language for relational database. It is the standard language for relational database management systems, and all relational database management systems like MySQL. Now you are learning that base, LibreOffice base, Oracle, Cbase, Informix, Postgre and SQL Server use the SQL as a standard database language. Now you are learning that is LibreOffice base. It is a part of the SQL. So SQL become a standard of the American National Standard Institute, that is called ANSI, and in 1986, and of the International Organization for Standardizations ISO in 1987. So what is the use of SQL? Why we should learn the SQL, structured query language? Because once you learn the SQL, you can create a new database by using SQL directly. Just last lectures you have learned how to create a database by using LibreOffice base. That is visually you can create. User interface was there. Here command base, you have to give the command to create a database. The SQL is command based, so you can give the command to create a new database. Every time you are going to create a database, create database, like this command you can give to create database. But we have learned that just we have to go to the file menu, click on the new, and you can give the new name to the database. The database will create. So last lecture I taught you how to create a database, and once you created the database, you have created a table in the database. You can alter the table data, you can delete the tables. So this all this command you can do by using Windows based command, but here DOS based commands are there. That's why it is called as the structured query language, SQL. The second thing in SQL what you can do, you can create a new table in database by using the create table command. To create a new database we can use create database. To create a new table in database we can use create table command. That is why it is called as the DDL command, data definition language, which commands required to create a database, alter the table, create a table in the database, drop table means delete table, or drop database to delete database. Next, what you can do through the SQL, you can insert record in the database. You can insert record in the database. You can retrieve data from a database. We can retrieve data from a database. Update record in the database. All these things you can do by using the SQL, structured query language. Delete record from the database, execute query against a database, create store procedure in a database, create view in a database. All these things you can do by using the structured query language. I'll show you how we can use this structured query language. Before that, we must learn the category of SQL commands. What type of command we can use to learn SQL. So the first commands are there, that is called DDL, data definition language command. Data definition language command, and these commands are used to define and modify the database structure of your table. When you execute a DDL statement, it takes effect immediately. So the first DDL command is create database. It will create a database. Second, create table. It will create a new table. Alter table, it modifies the table. Drop table, it delete a table. Or drop database, it will delete a database. So these commands called as the data definition language command. The next commands are the data manipulation language command, that is called DML command. So these commands are used for managing data within a table. These commands are used for managing data within a table. So how you can manage means, you can see, suppose you want to see all the record from the table, you can use select command. It will extract data from a table, means the table, whatever record you enter in the table, that all you will see by using the select command, or the particular record also you can see by giving this command. Or you can update some data from the table, update data in a table by using update command. Or you can delete data from a table, or you can insert a new record in a table by using insert into. For that reason we can use data manipulation language commands. Now there is last, that is data control language, DCL commands are there. So it is used to control user access in a database, and it is related to security issue, and it also deals with the right and permissions of the database access. So in this only you will get two commands. It will control the database. So first one is command is the grant command. It is used to provide access or privilege on the database object, and the second one is the revoke command, to remove access right or privilege on the database object. So these are the different category of SQL commands are there. So here we have finished the third lessons. Now I will show you how we can use the SQL, structured query language commands. In that we will see data manipulation command, select command, delete command. Okay, so let's start the LibreOffice base. So to start LibreOffice base, you have to go to the all program and click on LibreOffice. Which version you have in your computer, that you have to open. I am having LibreOffice 7. Then click on LibreOffice base. The last lectures we have created a database. The same database we can open, or we can create a new one. We can create a new one. So we'll create a new one, that is mark database. We can create marks. Click save. And now we are going to create a table in design view. So field names require, first use roll number. Data type will be number. It will come under the number or integer. You can select any one. We can select integer over here, roll number. Then is subject mark will take. Here we can use number, English, Marathi, IT, and we can save this table. So click on the save and give name to the table marks. Click OK button. You want to set the primary key, then directly you can set primary key by pressing right mouse button on the field and click on primary key. So here primary key is set. Now save this file with the name marks. Click OK. So here primary key is set. Now close the table, open this table and enter the record. Now we'll enter record, roll number 101, English mark, Marathi mark, and IT mark. Okay, second record will enter. So here two record I enter. Now save this table with this record and close this table. Now open once again, see the records are there. These records are there. Now we will create a query on this. So go to the or queries and click on create query in design view, or create query in SQL view. SQL view afterward we'll see. First create query in design view. I'll show you how to create a query. To create a queries, you are going to click on the queries object. Then you will see the add table query dialog box on the screen. In this dialog box you have to click on the queries or the table. So here you have to click on the table. Which table you are going to add for the query? The mark one. So double click over here and click close button. So it will close. Now we are going to query means to ask the questions. So what information you want to see on the screen? So that is called the queries, asking question and getting the answer. Now I am to see all students roll number and their English and IT marks. So roll number you have to click, English and the IT marks, and just run the query. You will get the answer. To see this query's answer, you have to click on view and click on preview. Once you click on the preview, see you got the answer of the questions, roll number, English and IT. Marathi mark did not see over here. Okay, because we asked the question to the computer to show only roll number and English and IT mark. Now this record, how it will convert in the SQL statement. Let's see how it will display the SQL command. So go to the view, click on switch to design view. Now see, if you click on switch to design view, you will see the SQL statement. Before that we have learned Windows based command. Now here command select roll number, English, IT from marks. Like this you have command you are given, then you will get this record. Now suppose you have removed one subject from here. So I have removed English. Now if you run this command, then you will get only the roll number and IT mark from the mark table of the students. Now these commands we can use here. Just now I told you which command we can use, the select command. The select command is used to extract data from a table. Now let's see, here select command is there. Select which field you want to see roll number, and the next field what IT, from which table, mark table. So that's why the command is select roll number comma IT from table name mark. And once you click on the save, and if you click on this, give the name to the query, query 1, or click OK, and you run this query, you will see roll number and IT. So this way you can run the query, you will get an answer. Now suppose you want to see all the record from the table, so we can give straight away here select star. Star means all the record will be displayed. Now select star from marks, means star will display all the record from the tables. Now we'll save this query once again and go to the view and click on preview. Once you click on the preview, you will see all the records are displayed with the all subject, roll number, subject, English, Marathi and IT. Now suppose you are going to see only the roll number, then you can write just roll number over here. This field name you have to write roll number as it is. You are going to write. If you made mistake over here, then the record will be not displayed. Now say save this file and go to the view and click on preview, and see the record is not displayed because you made mistake over here. While writing the select command, you have to write properly. If you are not written properly, you will not get any answer. So here you made a mistake, this command is not working. So how to use the command in base? So SQL statement you can directly create over here. Writing this, it will display the record. So this way you can create a query and you can get a answer by using the select command. So here we have learned select command, that is DML command, data manipulation language command. By using delete command also you can delete the record. Now here I am going to create once again the query, and I'll show you how you can create a query. Create query, add the table by clicking add button and close. Now how many field you want to see in your query? Roll number, English and IT mark. Then double click on each field, that will be taken here down, field names and the table name, and you have to run the query. To run the query, go to the view and click on preview. So you will get the answer over here. Once you got the answer, once again go to the view and click on switch design view. So you will get a SQL command here. This is called SQL statement, structured query language. Here the command will be shown over here. Now you want to delete any record from that, you can use the delete command. Instead of select, you can use delete. DELET, delete command. Now delete record, which record you are going to delete? So delete roll number so and so, you can write here delete roll number equal 1. Delete roll number 1 from mark, but 1 is not there, 101 is there, so you can write a 101. This record is there. Delete roll number 101 from marks table. If it found in a table 101 record, it will be deleted. Otherwise you will get a error. So now go to the view and see the preview. Here this command is shown, delete roll number 101 from mark. Once again click on the preview, here it's showing syntax error, means it has an error over here. So if you made a mistake, it will not display any output. The SQL commands require the correct commands. So here we have learned command base and the Windows base. If you are given the proper command, you will get an output. Otherwise you will not get any output of the command. Now once again we'll see creating the queries and displaying the record through the SQL. Now go to the view and click on switch, and now you can write here select star from marks table name. Here you want to see all the record from the table, so you go to the view, click on the a table is not created, so you have to create table first. Double click all the subject which you want to see and go to the view and click on preview, so you will get record from the table. So this way you can create a query. Once you finish, click on save button and save the query with the name query 2. So now here you have created the two queries here, query 1 and query 2. You can open and check, here you will get the queries. So once you have created the query, you can see the SQL statement there by opening this query, and then go to the view and click on SQL command. So close this one and go to the view, queries, SQL query. Now we will learn how to create a report on the table. Last lectures we have learned how to create a table. Today we have learned how to create a queries. A form also we have learned. Now we are going to create a report. To create a report, just double click on the report object from the database and then click on wizard to create a report. So click on wizard. The wizard dialog box will appear. Here you have to select the table, which table you are going to create a report. Now I am going to create a report on the mark table. So click on mark table and then select all the field. How many field you want on your report? All field you want, then click on this button. Otherwise one you want, then select one and take one field and then click on next. Here how do you want to label the fields? Roll number, English, Marathi, IT, like this only. Then click next. Do you want to add grouping level? No. Click next. Here sort by roll number. Click next. Then title of report, student mark. So you can write over here students and then click on finish. Once you click on the finish, your report will be ready. Now see, the report is created over here, roll number, and how many records are there, that will be this roll number, English, Marathi, IT. You can edit this document by clicking on edit, and finally you can design it according to your choice. So I hope you understood how to create a report, how to create a form, how to create a queries and table in a database. Thank you.